Hello folks, I'm Pete Smith. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is my interview with Ray Stewart, an actor from this area. He grew up in San Benito, Texas, and he made it all the way from San Benito to Broadway and beyond, into Hollywood and into television. Now, Ray has so many great things to say about growing up and making it to Broadway, New York, and then on to Hollywood. So it's a 4-part series. I hope you enjoy it. Here's Ray Stewart. So, Ray, thank you for allowing me to come by and talk to you today.
My pleasure.
So, I understand this was your family's home when you grew up.
Yeah, my father bought this house when I was 8 years old.
That is terrific.
And it wasn't a new house then, so it's an old house. But then when I decided to retire, I got fed up with Hollywood, and I was being cast in, I'd had a good run in the 80s on TV, lots of sitcoms and whatnot, but I guess as I got older, and they sort of dried up. An amazing thing happened back then in the 80s. Before then, movie stars, people who made movies, avoided television completely. And so there were what you would call TV actors, of which I was one. Originally I was a stage actor in New York, but then I became a TV actor in California. But I was up for a role in some mystery or something, and it was a part like I usually played. It was an agent or an upscale senator or something like that. And I thought it was perfect for the part, and I read for it, and I didn't get it. And Milton Berle played the part.
Oh.
And I thought, wait a minute. And then people like Robert Mitchum was doing TV, and I thought, uh-oh, something's different now. What's happening to the TV actors? Well, we were still playing supporting roles and stuff like that. But I remember probably the breaking point was I went to read for a part on an episodic TV show, and waiting with all these other actors in the outer office, and I got this little script, and I said, is this it? And I thought, I can't, it's a part of a doorman. And he had like 2 lines. And I said, wait a minute, I was guest star on, on these other shows. And I thought, I can't do this, but I wasn't gonna get up and with all these other actors and say, this is,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here, So I went in and told the casting agent, I said, I'm sorry, I said, I can't do this part. And she said, well, that's okay, we'll find another Ray Stewart.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So things started happening like that, and I thought, I've had a good career. I have a house in San Benito. Why don't I just take a break? And I did. I came back here, but still got work in California. By that time, I was doing a musical comedy at Pasadena, what was it called?
Pasadena
California Music Theater or something like that, and then Sacramento Music Circus.
Right.
That's a big one, and I started getting hired to do those. I would fly out and do, I don't know, 6 weeks, and then come back here, and then.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it was great fun. It was very hard work, but I love doing musicals. I did some with Helen Reddy. I did 3 different musicals with Helen Reddy. You remember her?
Yes. Singer, songwriter, yes.
Yeah, and we did Call Me Madam, Anything Goes.
Oh, great.
And I also did them with Joanne Worley.
I remember Joanne Worley from Laughing, right?
That's
Yes.
her. Yeah. We're in touch all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
She's one of my few surviving friends. I just lost the dearest one, Dabney Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we were very close, and I mean, I'm still upset over that.
You enjoyed acting when you were a kid? Or-
That's all I ever wanted to do. And my mother had studied on the East Coast. She grew up in Indian. She was born in Indian Territory and grew up in it first years of her life. But they had some money back then, and she was sent to Boston to Mrs. Curry's School of Expression. And
That sounds like something from a musical. I don't know which
yeah,
one.
it's old timey. But she was very good at it, and was offered a job with a touring company.
Oh.
But she called her father and said she was going on the road with it, and he said, "No, you're not. You know, no daughter of mine is going on the wicked stage." So she came back to Oklahoma and got married, and became a teacher. But she used to direct the school plays while I was in grade school. The older kids, like in my sister's grade, did the senior play and the junior play and so forth. And of course I hung out with her the whole time, and I was backstage making offstage noises or pulling the curtain, and I was so back then, I mean, in grade school. That's what I wanted to do.
You found yourself back there saying, "I'm going to get out there." Did you ever make appearances?
Yes, I did. You know, I was in the junior play and the senior play.
Oh, nice.
And got a few laughs, and boy,
That was it?
that was it.
Yeah. It's a special feeling, isn't it? When you get out there on stage and something happens.
Yeah.
And you felt that. You have great memories of that? You have anything specifically, any particular point where you said, "Wow, this is
yes.
dynamite"?
I was coming home from the library just a few blocks away, and I passed Mrs. Whittegardner's house. She was watering the lawn with a hose, and I walked by and she said, "Oh, Sonny," they called me Sonny in those days. "Sonny, I saw you in the school play." And I said, "Did you?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "You were as funny as Jimmy Durante."
Really?
Well, he of course was.
He was a big
very
star.
big.
Yes, of course.
Then. Well, that did it.
That did it. That hit you.
Compared me to Jimmy Durante. No, there was no question. That's what I was going to do.
And you went on to
To
pursue it. Did you have was there a class at that time in your high school, or
No. We had a drama club.
just a club? Okay.
Yeah.
At what point did you say, well, you graduated and you decided to go to college, so how did that work out?
Well,
did
I
you
went-
know you were going to study theater, or what did you study?
That's what I was hoping to do. But the first 2 years I was at Texas Southmost, Brownsville Union
Oh,
College.
yeah.
You know, and I did 2 years there of just general,
Get the
liberal
electives
arts.
and the required courses.
We had no theater stuff at all, but we had a speech class, and we kind of did monologues and stuff in that. But then I transferred to UT and wanted to major in drama, but my family said, "No, you're not going to get a drama degree." But television was coming on the scene. This was in the early 50s, around 1951. And this was the first time university had put a television production curriculum in. So I was the first class to major in radio and television production. Now at UT, they had a very strong radio department, and they had a very good drama department. So to form a television department, they just put those two together, radio and drama, and called it television. Austin didn't have a television station. We had to go to San Antonio to watch television. And we just had textbooks with pictures, television camera. And somehow they gave it a degree, and I got it. I was in the first graduating class in 1953. I think there were maybe 12 people in the class that graduated in that. I took I performed in their productions. I remember the head drama teacher, who we all just thought was the best. And he and I were walking across the campus one day, and he said, "Are you going to be here for the summer?" And I said, "Oh no, I have to go back home. I work at the power plant."
Oh, you worked for AEP at the time?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I noticed there's
No, it wasn't AEP.
there's one nearby right here. They have a.
Yeah, well, there's between
Office.
here and Harlingen, there's the old power plant.
Okay.
There.
And you worked there.
It was CP&L in those days.
Okay.
But no, I worked there every summer as they called it an oiler. I went around and oiled the generators.
Wow.
But I did that, yeah, I kind of liked that job. But no, I told Mr. Cass, no, I have to go home. And he said, well, he said, I wanted to do Harvey as a summer
Harvey.
production. He said, I want you to play the lead. Elwood P.
Yes.
Dowd
Thank you.
is the man.
Thank you. Yes.
And I thought, I mean, I wasn't even a drama major. And to have the lead in the university summer production, that's
Big potatoes.
big.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'll talk to my folks and see.
Cool.
And I really worked hard on it. I said, this is such an opportunity and blah, blah, blah. And they agreed to let me go to summer school at UT, and I played Elwood P. Dowd. I think
That's
I have
awesome.
a picture, I think. Yeah, up there.
Oh, okay.
And that on the right is Barbara Berry, who's a very successful actress. She was Barney Miller's wife when they first started that series.
Oh.
And there we are together at UT in 1953. Yeah.
So you got that role. That was exciting and thrilling and
Yeah, and you know how a remark can stick with you?
yes.
The same time that we were walking across the campus, Burl Cass was our teacher, and he turned to me and he said, you know, I can see you on Broadway knocking them dead.
Wow. That's a nice compliment.
Well, I mean, through all the hardship and disappointment and this, you know, of trying to get there, those words stuck with me and always kind of kept me going. It's amazing. We don't realize how much a simple remark can affect a young person.
That is so true.
It's,
I mean, I know I have them myself. Certain people have said certain things that have just, and it was just a remark. It
Yeah.
wasn't anything like, I'm going to tell you something
no,
here.
it's a casual.
It was just, hey, you know, and they either gave me a little compliment or a boost of some sort, or even they even spoke like what you said, like a future almost, like, hey, you know, I remember this guy, right? I was on the fire department, and this one chief said, we were talking, we were in training early on. I mean, I had just become a fireman, and he says this, and he says, you know, a captain, and you'll be a captain someday, and just like that, and then he just continued with the training, and I thought, oh my gosh, and I did. I eventually did become a captain. And I never forgot that. I never forgot that. And so many times I would think, just hang in there, Pete. You know, you're going to become a captain.
Yeah,
Like he said it. Yeah. So I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So
I didn't knock them dead, by the way, but I got there.
Yeah.
Got a few laughs.